Hey everyone, this is Zach with Gamer and Gameless, and today we're going to be looking at our review of The Last of Us Remastered for PlayStation 4. Just for some context, I only played around 15 minutes of the original version of The Last of Us prior to playing the remastered version. This way I could have an overall more authentic experience with the PS4 version. Last year, The Last of Us was the recipient of countless Game of the Year awards. There is an overwhelming amount of reverence for this title. In both its presentation and storytelling, it serves as a shining example of how far the video game industry has come. The Last of Us Remastered took one of the most popular games of the last decade and added more content to it and improved the visuals. This enhanced version includes both the single-player and multiplayer DLC, in addition to a new photo mode that allows for capturing of images mid-gameplay. I'll start out by saying that The Last of Us Remastered has probably the most impressive graphics I've seen in console gaming. Granted, some indies and smaller titles are stylistically more impressive, such as Child of Light or Transistor. In terms of sheer graphical fidelity and realism, very few games have gotten near The Last of Us Remastered. From every detail in the environment to the visible emotion on the characters' faces, The Last of Us Remastered is a massive cinematic experience. Transitions between desolate, destroyed cities and lush forest areas show the stunning amount of detail in this reiteration of The Last of Us. Naughty Dog is known for amazing storytelling, and The Last of Us is no exception. Once you're about 45 minutes into the campaign, the heart of the plot is revealed. Different characters and events following that reveal add tension and emotion to the overall story. Additionally, The Last of Us Remastered also includes Left Behind. Left Behind explores a crucial event in the past of the game's secondary protagonist, Ellie. In Naughty Dog fashion, this short scenario delves deeper into Ellie's past by using distinct events and scenes to make the player truly care. Another aspect of the story that I appreciated was the main character, Joel. Now initially, I thought Joel was going to be a typical and bland character. However, as the game progresses, he fits the environment and tone of the game perfectly. While you find yourself killing several humans and infected humans, he is not an emotionless mass murderer. With every action that Joel takes, you can feel his pain, and he doesn't appear unscathed and stoic like a typical protagonist. His realistic personality was a breath of fresh air in an industry riddled with generic characters and cliches. One of the more underrated aspects of The Last of Us is the multiplayer. Multiplayer in The Last of Us is much more tactical than your typical shooter. Resource gathering and crafting of tools and weapons mid-match adds an intense new layer to the experience. Overall, I definitely enjoyed my time with The Last of Us Remastered. The only thing keeping this game from being a perfect title is the lack of varied gameplay. Intense stealth sequences become kind of repetitive after you've done them so many times. Overall, I think the game definitely lived up to the hype. The presentation of this game was easily the most mind-blowing part, and the multiplayer was truly a great addition that I wasn't expecting. In conclusion, The Last of Us Remastered is a great experience for anybody looking for something to play on their PlayStation 4. I give it 4.5 delicious donuts out of 5. To check out our full review or our multiplayer montage, check us out at gamergameless.com. This is Zach with Gamer and Gameless. Thanks for watching.